Hey, welcome back. Today we are going to learn about switch statements. In many situations, we need to perform different actions based on a specific value. For example, imagine you are building a program where a user inputs a character code representing operators. Instead of using multiple if-else statements, which can get messy, we can use a switch to handle this more efficiently. Switch allows us to evaluate a single variable or expression and then execute the matching block of code. Each option is represented by a case label followed by the code for that case. After executing the code for a matching case, we use the break keyword to exit the switch block. In this example, the variable operation is set to plus. Switch checks the value of operation and matches it with the case plus. It then executes the code inside that case and prints addition. Now, if you change the value of operation to minus, multiply or divide, the program will print subtraction, multiplication or division respectively. If the value is anything other than these, like hash, it will execute the default case and print unknown operation. Notice how each case ends with a break statement. Without the break statement, the program would fall through and execute the code for the next cases, even if they don't match. Let's see what happens if we forget to use break. In this case, operation is set to minus. The program correctly matches case minus, but notice there is no break statement after subtraction. Without the break, the program continues to execute the following cases, printing multiplication and division. This is called fall-through behavior. Finally, let's talk about the default case. This case acts as a fallback for when no other cases match. In the operation variable, we set to a character not listed in the cases like exponentiation. The default case would execute and print unknown operation. The default case ensures the program handles unexpected input gracefully. To sum up, switch statements provide a clean and organized way to handle multiple values of a single variable. Just remember to use break after each case to avoid fall-through behavior. Thank you. See you in the next video.